Alright, what's up guys? It's Niall, and welcome to something new. Today I'm going to be building a house, and this might be the start of something. It's a new world. This is a fresh world I just created. All I've done is flatten this little section right here. And this is where I'm going to be building the house I'm going to build today. And from here, I think I'm going to continue doing this. I think I'm going to turn it into a neighborhood and build more houses and have a whole landscape of houses here to give you guys inspiration for building certain neighborhood houses and maybe even start building a city. We'll see, because I don't know, cities, neighborhoods are more my thing. Cities, kinda. So we'll see, because it'd be a good way for me to grow in certain ways of building. Basically, how these videos are going to go is I'm going to go back and forth between telling y'all what I'm about to do, doing it, and then showing y'all what I just did. So you can see me build a whole house in an episode, but for y'all it would be nice and short and it won't be too long of a video. So it's not, I won't be placing really the blocks, but I'll be following along and narrating kind of what's happening as I do it, if that makes any sense. If it doesn't, stay tuned because you'll find out. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. So my plans for this house is I'm going to center the whole house in this flat area that I have constructed. I just used the /fill command and I just /filled air, and that's how I cleared out all this land. Definitely, if you're going to try and build something in creative, learn the /fill command. It's basically world edit, but like more vanilla. The rest of my plan is to carry on a road, or the driveway, out this direction. And this is where I don't know what's going to happen. But so right now we're just going to focus on this house and getting a road over here. Otherwise, next episodes, we'll figure out what goes from there. Alright, so for this house, I'm going to center the materials around my two favorite blocks in the game, which is white concrete and pillared quartz blocks. These, I think they work perfectly in the default Minecraft texture pack, and they just flow together, and I think this house will turn out really great if we use them. So now I'm going to begin laying out my front walls of the house so I can base everything off of that, because I don't want to build the back and then have the front walls in a weird spot, like in halfway in this mountain or something. That would just not go well. So I'll build the front, plan out the inside, and then we'll move on to the more detailed things like landscaping and all that. My inventory is so colorful. Okay, so I finished mapping out the layout of the main floor in the house. So I'll just kind of overview it real quick. So this green section is kind of the foyer like entrance room, and I think I'm gonna make this green room, whatever, it's gonna go all the way up to here. So it's gonna be a nice tall great room, maybe with a chandelier if I ever put the interior in it. So then we'll come out of the front door, and you'll have a few options. You can take a right, and to the right we have the office/library, and that's what the pink and purple is made up of. This little line just kind of represents how it's divided between like an office and a library at the same time. Furnishing it, I'm not exactly how I would do that, but that's the idea. And then there's one other exit for this room, and it's over here, and the orange is the living room. So you can exit straight from here into the living room without having to go back and around. Or you can just go straight from the front door into the living room. So the living room is kind of the center point of most houses, and that is how I did that with this layout. So then off of the living room, you can go to the garage, and it's just off to the side right here. That most of the time I feel like those go off of kitchens, but I feel like it works. Like a living room seems like a valid place. Okay, so next we have the oh, I forgot to cover this real quick. This little section right here is just a bathroom. Nothing major, I wanted to fill up the underside of the stairs, because this is a good amount of space that kind of goes to waste. But you can get away with putting a bathroom right here, so that's what I would do, or I guess may do in the future. Okay, so now to the left, we have the kitchen. this light blue is the kitchen, and this is a island countertop. And the thought of this is your actual kitchen would be against this wall, and then you have your island, and maybe like a small table, kind of how most kitchens have a small table within them. And then straight off from the kitchen, we have the dining room. So it's a square dining room. I normally like my dining rooms to be rectangle, but I think this will do the job, especially because the ceiling height and everything. And I can make a rectangle table to make the room seem more rectangular. And that's right off from the kitchen, as pretty much every house has it. Okay, and then finally we have the yellow. The yellow is the porch, or some form of porch, that I'm going to put right there. I'm still thinking about the entrances for this, or entrance exit for the porch. Maybe like right around here, because you could go straight off from the living room to outside. That'd be ideal. And maybe one from the kitchen, because that would just kind of create another loop, kind of like this side has, to get around for accessibility. And then over here would be the outside, the backyard area. Well, there's actually a ravine right there. I didn't even notice that. The thing's really deep too. But this area, like, there would be a pool, and this I will be doing because it is on the outside. There will be a pool, and who knows what else? Maybe like a little patio. I don't really know. And so that's the plan. So I'm going to start constructing these walls, getting a baseline to the bottom floor. And then once I finish that, I'll come back in and explain what my next move is going to be. Alright, so now I have the general structure of the building mapped out. I went ahead and you can see I tweaked the porch a little, made it a little curved, and did a few different things and bumped it out a little farther than the original layout I had, because that was more of a rough plan of what was going to happen. So I came back in, made the dimensions how I think they should be. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in these windows with these windows over here. And then I'm going to layer down the floor in each room and get it looking more like a house. Alright, so I filled in the floors in most of the rooms. These floors, if I ever do the interior, they will probably change a little. But for now, they're just kind of assigned to flooring that you'd see in that kind of room. So like this is the kitchen, so it's more like tile. And then the dining room, I wasn't completely sure what to do. I was just kind of experimenting, and I thought I could make a dining room table blend in with this kind of flooring quite well. So that's why I went with this sporadic, different stone flooring there. And I got the windows on the front, and I think that turned out quite well. So I'm going to now tower up the walls for the second story, just the outside walls. And it'll give me an idea of where I can start planning the second floor interior. I went ahead and did a little more than just the upstairs walls. I put the roof over here on this left branch. I think that turned out fairly well. I'm a little unsure about this top piece right here. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna like work that into the whole structure. But once I have this roof over here complete, then I can figure that out. But I'm sure it will all kind of fall together as the build continues. And originally I didn't plan on putting a room above this garage, but when I realized how much extra height the roof had to it, I noticed that I could just put a doorway on the inside right here, and I'll still have to plan this out, but I can definitely put a room in here and just slant the ceilings of it, because these are pretty good sized windows. And I mean, there's a ton of room up here. Otherwise, we have you can see it's kind of falling together. This room right here, I didn't complete the roof. I went ahead and put the arch, but I didn't put the roof on because I need this roof to be complete before I can do that. Because this roof will connect to this one. Over here, I just barely mapped out things. It's going to be kind of a weird layout, but this is the only way I could get it to work. Basically, you walk in, and there'll be your staircase here, and then you'll have a little balcony there. And then up here, since I haven't planned it out really, I'm not sure yet, we're going to have like a bridge actually across this section right here from this to this, because if I there's really no other way that I can connect this upstairs area to the rest of it. And I was thinking about putting like some little walk around here, but I thought that would look really odd from the front entrance. So we're just going to have a little bridge right here. And I think it'll work out quite well and be kind of a decorative piece as well. And it'll combine with that window. That's what I've gotten so far. Now I'll put the ceiling in for each room right here. And then I'll layer the floors. Well, actually, I'm going to plan it out first after I put the ceiling in. And then we'll layer the floors in and build up the walls. I got the roof or the ceiling finished. And now you can actually see like what room I have to work with, which is pretty good. Like, I feel like I was able to keep a lot of upstairs space, which normally I'm really bad at. Like, I don't keep upstairs space at all. So I think we will be able to get about a few bedrooms up here, which would be ideal. So, and the master bedroom, I don't know where I'm gonna put that. So I'll have to brainstorm that. But look at this porch down here. I have no idea what to do with this thing. Like, I have an idea of the shape and stuff, but like I am so confused what I'm about to do with this. Like, that's mainly the one part that I'm really not sure about with this build, is this little area right here. So we'll get to that probably like last, I'm thinking. But I can't get that off my head, so I thought I'd share like the problems that this is causing right now, because it's so hard to like leave something behind, kind of like this chimney, except that I definitely can work with. But it's so hard to leave something behind like this and just kind of ignore it until I'm done. This is the layout for the second floor. It's a little poor planning on my part. Well, not poor planning, but poor layout. Like, when I did the color-coded layout before, it was much more in depth. But this one I just kind of whipped together because the second floor really doesn't need much of a layout, because it's more of like the base structure that you need a good layout for. The colors don't represent too much here, but basically you walk up the stairs. There's this one big hallway that kind of makes this C shape all the way around, and this allows anybody to get to their bedrooms, because we have a bedroom here with a bathroom, and then we have a bedroom here with a bathroom, and then, you know, I didn't put an entrance for this room. I would like it to line up with that. I don't know. I might change that. So then we have this is more of a kid's room, where the beds will be somewhere in here, and then they have their playroom all throughout this roof area. Because growing up, I had a friend who had this same sort of setup, so that's where I got the inspiration for this. Then we come over here, and this is the master bedroom. Now, it's not super grand, but it is like a nice, it's going to be a nice like bedroom. You'll walk in and you have this little pathway, and this is going to be like just for privacy, I guess. I mean, it's not really like there's still going to be a door here, or actually, well, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But then you have your little hallway that goes into your main bedroom area, and this room has a nice big window, unlike all the other bedrooms that have these smaller ones. So that's one of the things that makes it just more quality than the other bedrooms. And it's got like the best view in the house. And then you walk into this little room, and it's a weird shaped bathroom, but I'm thinking the toilet will be maybe over here, or like I don't know what this thing yet. But this I'm pretty sure is going to be a shower. And I might carve out like some of this and put a bathtub in here. That'd be kind of cool. It all depends on the ceiling down below. But that's the layout. So I'm gonna start putting this together, and we'll see how it turns out. I think the floors turned out pretty well. We have pretty basic flooring in most of the rooms, except the kids' room is a little vibrant. But I guess this is gonna be a girl's room, because, you know, I don't think a dude would have this color, but Minecraft offers better girl playrooms than guy playrooms, so that's what we're gonna have to roll with. Also, I tried something new over here with the bone block. I made them vertical and like this, and then I just placed a few of them next to each other, and it makes this really interesting circle pattern, which I don't even know if anybody's done this before, but I thought it was pretty cool actually. I wish it was a little more white, but I think I'm gonna roll with it, even though it's kind of out there. But it really looks like a bathroom flooring. Like, I don't know, I thought that was really cool. And then I just put in some railings and whatnot. And I will have to bump out some of these walls because I haven't put the glass in them yet. But other than that, it looks good. So I'm going to, I guess, do those windows, roof, and we'll see how it goes. The windows are now all bumped out, and I put a little design on this one here. And now I'm pretty much ready for the roof. I also came in here and made this much more aesthetic looking. And it really does kind of look like a playroom now, like where a kid would just have all their toys and stuff. Yeah, but I don't know who this kid is, but they got like half the house just for their room, so they got real lucky. I'm thinking I'm just gonna, I mean, for the most part, I laid out the roof to where it's just gonna be pretty simple. Like this arch will just connect to that arch. However, I might bump it up in the middle. I'll just kind of go with the flow, I think. So the roof is now complete, and I also went ahead and went through the inside and filled in all the roof with smooth quartz blocks. I think it turned out quite well. So now all I have to do is the chimney, and once the chimney is complete, then the house will be complete except for the landscaping, which will be in the next video. I just completed the chimney, and I wasn't completely sure about using brick at the beginning, but I think it contrasts quite well with the kind of bluish white theme we have going. And because most of the time I don't really like the brick. Why you need to do that? Shh. Okay. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, so I normally don't like the brick texture in the default Minecraft texture pack, but I think in this case it works out because it's not too much, because when there's too much brick it just looks really weird. And I think by adding these like chunk textures right here, it kind of divides that, makes it a little more detailed. And yes, I'm quite happy with it. And then on top I just put flower pots as little thingies that let the smoke out. So now I'm going to give a quick tour of the inside just to kind of wrap up the video. But I do want to say that all of the like ugliness around the house is going to change in the next video, so definitely tune in for that because there won't be a huge gap up to the front door. So if we walk in, we're greeted by our staircase. So we'll do the downstairs and then go upstairs. So if we go to the left here, this is supposed to be our kitchen. And then if we go past the kitchen, we have the dining room. And this is all just, it's all bare bones in here because if I ever go in and do the interior, I will probably put wallpaper in and stuff. So I just left it how it is. So yeah, here's the kitchen again. And then it has a little door that goes out to the outside porch. And then if we go across the hallway, or the main hallway, we have the office/library. And then coming out of here, this directs into the same room as the main foyer. And this is the living room. And the living room branches off to the garage over here. And, oh yeah, and then the fireplace is right here, which, I mean, I haven't done the inside, but that's where it would be. So this would be the main living room area. And it also has access to the balcony. So then if we go up the stairs, right here we're greeted by the master bedroom, which has this little hallway. And then you would have your bed in here. And this is the master bathroom. And you would have a toilet here, and a shower and bathtub and whatnot over there. Moving on, we have the playroom. So we would have the kids' beds here, and then, this is the main playroom where all the toys would be in this area. And right next to the playroom, we have it's just another guest bedroom. So it's just got carpet and a bathroom. And same with across the hallway, except this guest bedroom is quite a bit bigger. And it's also got that cool flooring that I talked about earlier. And that's just for later. And then I also put temporary lighting just with this glowstone for the time being until I can actually put some quality lights and whatnot. But that completes the... Oh, wait. Actually, good thing I saw this. And then we have a bathroom right here under the stairs. that every room can access. And I wish I could have made the door a little taller, but these textures would have connected and it just wouldn't have looked right. But that completes the tour and build of, I don't even know what I'm going to call this house. It's the first house on my new world I just created, and hopefully we'll have some others and make a whole neighborhood and put some roads in. So I hope y'all enjoyed, and if you want to see the rest of the completion of this house, then tune into the next episode where I will landscape it and whatnot. So yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.